So I think about how to engage communities that might not necessarily experience social injustices or racial injustices in their everyday lives, but are passionate about making sure that that level of equity is available for all. And so I think a little bit about civil disobedience, and it is about putting yourself out there. Thoreau did that, and he talked about how being complicit wasn't okay, and that at the end of the day, as a person who is able, you should be making changes happen so that everyone, in essence, had access. Everyone felt like a full citizen. I think it's really important to think about also his one night in jail, and while that was only one night, it was a statement about how one does not have to choose to be a part of a system that's hurting others. There are 1,000 hacking at the branches of evil to one who is striking at the root, and that root is inequity. And whether that be through climate injustice, through social injustice, it is an injustice that we all kind of have to actually attack, and not just the little things that branch out from it. As we're watching climate change completely, radically change our communities, right? Watching the flooding that's happening, watching the impact we have made on our very existence, it's kind of past the time to have changed that. It's now the time to do the action. It's time to actually say, I don't want to contribute to this anymore. And they're all intertwined, right? You can't separate these little branches. You can't separate race or climate injustice. It's all one root. It's just injustice. If you attack that as a community altogether, those little branches can't thrive. They can't grow out, right? And at the end of the day, I think that's Thoreau's legacy of challenging us to not just think about who we are, but how we relate to this world that we've been given. How do we interact with the climate around us, the birds, the trees, the land itself? And then how do we leave it better than we found it?